China's been dealt a death blow with Galwan, and their actions in Ladakh continue to be, disingenuous. How do you see that threat playing out in the future?
I think this problem with China on the line of actual control, which is roughly 3,500 kilometers long and spans various states. It's in Ladakh, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Himachal, and Uttarakhand. I think this is going to continue for some time. It's not going to abate. Yes, we gave a solid response to the Chinese, but the Chinese are going to be there. They'll keep on pushing, and this is going to be there for some time. Remember, they have been doing it for a very long time. They did it before 1962, then in 62, then in 67, and it's been continuing. Every time it abates and then it comes up again, and the Chinese covet territories. The funny part is that China has borders with, I think, 12 or 13 countries, but China has border disputes with 23 countries. China has border disputes with countries twice removed from China. I mean, a border dispute with China does not. Normally, you would think that
Right.
a border dispute would be with your neighbor, uh, but you can't have a border dispute with two neighbors removed.
Yes.
Apparently China does, and China being China will try its best to push, do a little bit of military adventurism, but China does not have the appetite for war. China does not put boots on the ground like the Americans would. China would try and push you. China would try to use superior economic strength against you. And this is something that we must be prepared for. Uh, there are two things that I'd like to mention, and what we must do, according to me, is be far more agile. I think while we are good and we have excellent equipment and more is coming in, we need to be more agile than the Chinese. We need to be faster than the Chinese. Uh, you see, that is one sure way to victory. And the second thing is we need to understand the power of hybrid warfare, of media management that China does very well. China has penetrated into the Indian media. China has penetrated into Indian systems. There is something called the Confucius Center in the Mumbai University. Uh, on the face of it, it's very benign. It teaches the Chinese language, it teaches Chinese culture. But what it also does is sort of bring in a deep seated sense of inferiority among the students, the Indians there, telling them how Chinese culture is superior. All this is war by other means. And these Confucius centers are not just in India, they're all over the world. And that is how China does it. So, China non kinetic means to achieve victory in the end. And it has largely to do with also currently, in the current scenario, the politics inside the CCP. What is happening in the Chinese Communist Party, and how it is incumbent upon Xi Jinping to project the strong man image to the local Chinese that, listen, India thinks it can be a global power. Here, we are sorting out India. Oh, America is, saying that China can't do this. We will do exactly that. So he's again doing what we call brinksmanship. I'm talking about Xi Jinping.
Right.
He's trying to push the envelope so far. It is this Chinese attitude that has led to the AUKUS, that has led to the Quad, that has led to so many other things with the world coming together. This world that never spoke, countries never spoke to each other properly, and they had all sorts of disputes that put the disputes aside, and they're saying, no, uh, the real threat is China. Let's deal with it. And all countries are pooling in resources and sort of, countering China every step of the way, hitting China where it hurts. And it's not in the Himalayas or in the seas. They're hitting China's supply chains, because China gets its money from contract manufacturing. China gets its money from the United States of America and from Europe and from countries like India who buy Chinese goods. That is the engine that powers the Chinese economy. And what they are doing is hitting the supply chain resilience of the Chinese economy. And they're doing it in bits and pieces, and it's making an impact. Apple has started manufacturing phones in India. Samsung has got the largest phone manufacturing unit in India. There are so many Chinese companies, that have moved out to Thailand, to Indonesia, to so many other countries, and it's having an effect slowly and slowly. And over a period of time, I think we should be able to manage China.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. धन्यवाद. Namaskar.